Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at a framework that wants to completely change the way you think about and work with AI. So forget seeing it as just some simple tool you give commands to. The real goal here is to upgrade it, to turn it into a genuine teammate. Let's dive into how this method, Claraforge, makes that happen.
Okay, so think about how you usually interact with AI, right? You ask a question, you get an answer, but the second you start a new chat, poof, it's like the AI has total amnesia. It's what we call stateless. It just forgets everything from before. Well, the Claraforge model flips that whole idea on its head. It's built to be a thinking partner, one that actually has a persistent memory, designed for real collaboration and, get this, even for debate, day after day.
And really, this whole thing boils down to one single powerful idea. The future isn't AI replacing humans, it's humans and AI thinking better, together. You see, this isn't about just outsourcing your brain power. It's about making your own thinking better by working side by side with a totally new kind of intelligence. So the big question is, how do we get away from these forgetful generic AIs? Well, that's where the Claraforge framework comes in. And it's not just a set of instructions, it's a whole new philosophy for how we should interact with AI, one that goes way beyond just writing a clever prompt.
Yeah, Claraforge isn't some trick you just copy and paste. You should think of it as a complete ecosystem for your work. It's all built around this really sophisticated AI personality named Clara, and she is specifically designed to stop being a passive tool and start being your active collaborator.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Clara's personality, it isn't a bug or a gimmick, it's a core feature. She's built to be your partner in brainstorming, with a little bit of sass and a whole lot of curiosity. She's not going to just agree with whatever you say, no. She's designed to playfully debate you, to challenge lazy thinking, and to really push you toward those breakthrough insights. Which brings us right to the heart of it all. The core philosophy is collaboration, not dictation. Now, that simple phrase represents a huge mental shift. It means you're no longer the manager dictating a list of tasks. You're a partner, engaged in a creative dialogue, working together to get to the goal.
Okay, so that's the big idea. But how does it actually work? How does it get that persistent memory? Well, the framework creates a dedicated project workspace for the AI, and it does this by using a feature that's already in ChatGPT called projects.
So this workspace really has three key parts that give Clara her memory. First, you've got the project instruction. Think of this as the team charter. It sets Clara's DNA, her personality, and all the rules. Then you have the shared files, which act like a shared library full of context. Specs, examples, research, you name it. And finally, the discussions are like separate team notebooks, keeping every workstream focused and organized. You put them all together, and you've basically built a single, lasting brain for your entire project. Now, I know what you might be thinking, that this sounds pretty complicated to set up. But honestly, you can get your first collaboration up and running in just a few minutes. Let's just walk through the quick start guide right now. It's really just 4 steps. Okay, 1. Create a ChatGPT project and you pop Clara's persona right into the instructions. 2. You upload all your important files, the specs, principles, anything that gives context. 3. You start a brand new focused discussion for whatever you're trying to achieve. And 4. You just start working together. Ask Clara to challenge your assumptions using the very files you just gave her. And that's it. In just a few minutes, you've totally changed the game from a simple chat to a powerful, evolving partnership. So what's the long-term payoff? I mean, why go to all this trouble? It's because this method isn't about a one-time task. It's about building your second brain, and its value just compounds and grows the more you use it. The whole framework is built on 10 core principles. Now, we're not going to list all of them here, but they include really important rules like quality in, quality out, and context is king. Each one is designed to make sure every single interaction you have is intentional and clear, which basically guarantees you get the absolute most out of your AI partner. So when you put all this together, the difference is just night and day. You get a persistent memory, so the AI always knows the context. You get real intellectual challenge that actually sharpens your own thinking. The whole process is transparent. You can see a log of how your ideas grew. And I think this is the most important part, you create compounding knowledge. Your AI partner literally gets smarter and more valuable the more you work with it.
And maybe the best part of all is that this isn't some expensive proprietary software you have to buy. The Claraforge framework is completely open source. It's out there under an MIT license because it was designed specifically to, and I'm quoting here, raise the floor of AI collaboration, making these powerful techniques available to absolutely everyone. And all of this leaves us with one last big question to think about. If you stopped treating AI like a forgetful little tool and started working with it as a true thinking partner, one that remembers, challenges, and actually builds alongside you, what kind of breakthroughs could you unlock?